James grew up in Clark County and attended the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, graduating with Bachelor of Arts in Economics. He graduated from the Boyd School of Law in 2009 and began working at the Clark County Public Defender's Office. As a lifetime resident of Las Vegas, District 12 Assemblyman James Ohrenschall is a well-known public figure. What many may not know is the effort and dedication James has committed to the civil justice system and to protecting the right to trial by jury. James was first elected to the Assembly in 2006 and has been a tireless advocate for a number of great causes.
I decided to run for the state legislature because I grew up in politics. I got to grow up in a legal family. Both my parents are attorneys. They had a small husband-wife law firm that they had when I was a kid. And my mom was one of the first 100 women admitted to practice, and really got to learn a lot from her in terms of law and politics, and seeing her get involved in politics and serve in the legislature. And I felt that I'd be good at this and that I could help my constituents, and that's why I ran.
James remains steadfast in his support of the civil justice system while maintaining his reputation as a friendly and easygoing legislator. His cordial nature garners friends on both sides of the aisle.
Assemblyman Ohrenschall is absolutely one of my favorites at the legislature, and probably my fondest moments of him are really just his smile and his kindness. I mean, I could point to specific stories, but really when you think about him, I've never seen him be mean, raise his voice, change his demeanor with anybody.
A caring person. He's a very caring guy, and that makes him a good legislator.
Assemblyman Ohrenschall is definitely a friend to the domestic committee, to the family law bar. He always has our issues or any issue having to deal with children at heart, and we can go to him for anything we need.
Assemblyman Ohrenschall is an advocate for his constituents, and he believes in people. And I've always said the sign of a good legislator is, do they care about their constituents, do they care about people? And if the answer is yes, they're typically going to be good for our clients, for a civil justice system, because they see the importance. So I think that's been the natural fit with James over these years.
I think the bill that I'm most proud of is my bill regarding medical insurance for kids on the spectrum with autism, and I think that bill has changed lives and really helped a lot of families, a lot of children. I had a bill I sponsored that became law that has to do with breast cancer detection and notification regarding the tests. Sometimes patients would get a clean mammogram, but they actually could have a cancer that was undetected, and this lets patients know if they have that certain kind of tissue that might need an ultrasound or a more detailed scan than a mammogram. So I'm really proud of that bill as well.
He and I have worked as a team several times on different pieces of legislation, and in particular a couple of different items for the Uniform Law Commission.
Assemblyman Ohrenschall in the 2013 legislative session agreed to sponsor joint and several liability. So everybody in our organization should know how controversial that subject matter is. And at the hearing, James did one of the best jobs I've ever seen somebody explain joint and several liability.
I think that what it takes to be a consumer advocate is to care about all people and not just certain segments of the population, because consumers, every one of us is a consumer, and you can actually say that about Assemblyman Ohrenschall, that he cares about all consumers.
Looking beyond the assembly floor and James' tireless dedication to his work, you'll find a devoted family man. His wife, Rihanna, and their two sons, Ren and Luca, are the pride of his life.
James Ohrenschall, the fact that you are a kind and loving human being is the reason you're getting this award. What you do at the legislature and what you do in our community is big, but how you do it is more important.
Congratulations. I can share with you, when we told him about receiving the award, he cried. So that shows you how important this award is to both he and his wife. It was very touching.
Well, I'm very lucky that my wife has stood by me while I've served in the legislature. It hasn't been easy, especially when we had our first son who was newborn, and she was down in Las Vegas and I was up here, and coming back on weekends, I know it was not easy for her, and I've been very lucky to have her support, and my kids seem excited about the legislature, and they're still very young, but they're very excited about my being here, and I've been lucky the last 2 sessions that she and my kids have been up here. Rihanna, thank you for everything and for standing by me, and I love you, dear.